I think that it's giving almost like a healing balm more than an instruction book.
Yes.
Like it's normalizing things. Like these are the people you stand in line with at the coffee truck.
Congratulations on And Just Like That, season 3. And I'd love to start by talking to you a little bit about, I think there's an overarching theme here for all the women who are just kind of in new places in their careers. And I think LTW and Charlotte especially are really trying to figure out what that looks like in terms of family and their careers. And would you touch on that for what that looks like for Lisa?
It takes so much courage to say, I want to complete this book. I want to complete this project. But meanwhile, you have kids, you have a person, you have all these other, loose ends. And it takes a lot of energy to just commit. And I think when she finally commits, the bottom falls out, with the loss of her father. And then she has these strange new feelings for someone, but she's a grown-up and she knows how to process them. And then her husband is trying to run for comptroller. It's just one big grown-up mess. And which people don't realize, like life doesn't get boring. It just gets more layered and more complicated with bigger consequences. So having that is so exciting to play. And the writers really know that, about life. And they, like you said, they managed to get it in.
Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. And, her project, I think it's not a small detail of the series. Her project is amplifying stories of Black women. And I think that's incredibly important that it's woven into the narrative. Would you touch on that?
Someone like her as an American, as an African American, as a woman of influence and affluence, I think she knows that honoring our history is very important, to be able to go to film school, to go down the street, to walk free. I mean, she honors all the steps that got her here. And she knows she's giving her children the gift of that history and other people's children, the gift of the history that she's making, and to secure their future. It's very full. I don't know how they do it. I do. He has women. He has women in the writers' room. He has women of color in the writers' room.
That's important.
But they're all got a New York sensibility. We all are in the city together, and that's what I love.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I mentioned that I had been down a rabbit hole with you since the 90s. And so to tee that up, something that I think is really beautiful about And Just Like That and the Sex and the City universe is that it elevates queer stories as well. And of course, I've been a fan of yours since The Incredibly True Adventures.
My first movie.
Such an incredible, I think it's a classic. But I wonder, would you talk about what it means to you to be a part of this storytelling that is telling stories of lives that are, not to be too political, but are currently being erased, and then just being in this show where they just get to live, Miranda and Anthony and Rock, and these stories are just all throughout And Just Like That. Would you talk a little bit about what that means to you?
I feel really proud to be a part of that this moment in history that is really not even amplifying the fact that a family has a trans daughter or a non-binary son or a Black family that lives on the Upper East Side, or I think that it's giving almost like a healing balm more than an instruction book.
Yes.
Like it's normalizing things. Like these are the people you stand in line with at the coffee truck. The people who are on the subway with you, we're all going to get wet when it rains, and it's gentle. I mean, it had a very strong effect on people. People lost their minds when season 2 kicked in, but I think that it's wonderful that they're still just writing the stories.
Yeah.
And we're still shooting them and we're still acting them, and because we know it's real.
Right.
know. And you can make any judgment you want, but I'm still scrambling eggs in the morning, you know? Just like Miranda. So, I mean, well, she probably has like granola and yogurt,
Probably with
chia
oatmeal.
pudding.
Yes. Uh, I have to wrap, but thank you so much for chatting.
Thank you. Yes.
It's been a pleasure. Have a great day.
You're like one of my last interviews from 8 o'clock
Yay.
this morning.
Oh, well, good. Thank
So-
you for putting up
I
with
have brain cells left for you. I'm so happy.